Welcome back to another college football video. Today we are going to be doing a tier list of the NCAA football video games. Alright, so let's get this list going. I'm going to be starting out in 2000 just because I don't have all that much experience with the college football games that came out before that. I've played them a little on like the Super Nintendo and stuff, but I don't think they're going to be on this list, so we're going to go ahead and start out in 2000. For a game that's 24 years old, it really isn't as bad as you'd think, so I'm going to go ahead and put that baby in the Pac-12. This is where the 3D models on players would finally kind of start to take shape, and you could really kind of see the direction that college football games were going in. Up next, we have 2001, and this one I'm going to go in the ACC. There wasn't very many changes. You could tell a little bit with stadiums that would change a little bit, that looked a little bit better, but gameplay-wise, it pretty much was the same as 2000. Next up, we have 2002. Now, this is actually not a bad game, so this is going to go in Pac-12. I really enjoyed playing this one, and it's finally, once we got to like PlayStation 2 and onto the Xbox, that's where these games really started to get fun. To follow this up, we have 2003, and I did kind of enjoy this game, so he's going Big 12. Definitely better than any of these other ones on this list so far, in my opinion. 2004, he's going to go in the Pac-12. Nothing that really stood out difference-wise from 2003. Still was a decent game. And then 2005, he's going to be another Big 12 candidate there. Actually, a pretty solid game, and they would definitely outdo themselves with NCAA Football 06, which he's definitely going SEC. The gameplay and just how the players move and tackling, it's a lot better than any NCAA football game we'd seen up until that point. So he's going SEC. Next up, we have 07, and this game might be the game I've seen the most on pawn shops and in game stores. I've seen this thing so many times for 99 cents. It's not a bad game. It was good to play at the time, but it's definitely nothing great. So he's going to stay in the Big 10. Then we have 08, and I really like the menu on 08 and just the whole setup of how the gameplay worked there. Definitely a solid game. Follow that up, we have NCAA Football 09. Now, this one I really didn't like. To me, I thought this game failed and it didn't feel good. So he's going to end up in the Pac-12. This was pretty much 08 again, but it almost like they took a step backwards with blocking and how some of the plays work and how they run. Alright, so up next we have NCAA Football 10, and I think this is actually a pretty underrated game. So he's going to go ahead and go in the Big 10, and now that I put him there, having NCAA Football 07 there just doesn't work for me, so I'm moving him down to the Big 12. And up next we have NCAA Football 11. I did really enjoy this game, definitely a Big 10 competitor, putting him in there. And then now we have NCAA Football 12, and this might surprise some people, but he's going SEC. I really enjoyed this game, and I really liked what they did to upgrade from 11, because 11 was a good game, but they improved it the way I thought they should and came out with 12. And then next up, we have 13. This was another good game. This, I believe, was the last time they had really good recruiting in a dynasty mode. You could play it and really enjoy it, talking to the recruits and stuff like that. And last up, we have the last installment, NCAA Football 14. And this game, with it being the last game of the series, it really gets a lot of hype. But honestly, I think 13 is better than 14. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and put NCAA Football 14 in the Big 10. And that'll conclude the list. I want to let me know what you guys think down in the comments of this list. Where would you rank them? And I know a lot of these lists can be changed by just where you're at in life or when you play them. If you played them as a kid, you might enjoy a game more. But I went through and kind of played them all within this last year, and this is just the list that I kind of came up with based upon how much I enjoyed playing them. And some of these I'd never played, so it was more replayability. And this is the list I came up with. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you in the next video.